Hello and welcome to today's stream on why chess tactics are so important. We'll be addressing the reasons why we do tactics and what is the most efficient way to do so. Of course, you can just work on your tactics in general, trying to improve your calculation, visualization, etc. But it's also important to pace yourself and not to work on the wrong things. Of course, pattern recognition is one thing we try to do in order to improve our speed when playing. But of course, repetition can only get you that far. So we'll be looking at, of course, taking advice from the masters. We'll be reading some articles on the Chess Dojo scoreboard website on what the likes of Jesse Cry, Kostya, Kavitsky, and there's one more member of Chess Dojo. Of course, I'm really good, and knowing these things, I'm giving you an opportunity to correct me in saying all these things. But yes, it is a live stream, so we will be talking to chat as we go, and we will also be answering questions as they come through live. And then, of course, I will just show you a few things. We'll be tackling tactics exclusively today. So after reading the article, we'll move on to a free tactics course that I found on Chessable called Tactics Madness. I will also recommend a book for you to read in case you do like sitting with a hardcover book. Ricky, good to see you. We have Jenny.
Hello, everybody.
Yes, Jenny is my mum. She's popping in probably to look for our dog, Coda. And then another thing that was suggested on Chess Dojo as part of the cohort that I'm in, which is 1800 to 1900, is doing some Puzzle Rush, which is the whole pattern recognition part of things. How are you doing, Ricky? It's good to see you. All right, so let's jump straight in. We won't be working too long on it. We'll probably do like an hour and a half of tactics. No emote is so dudge now. Hopefully we will have custom emotes on YouTube soon enough, though we all know that I stream predominantly on Twitch. Yes, all right. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Let me quickly show you the page I'm on. Yes, I finally got the Chess Dojo website to work. I'm very, very happy about that. Let me get it up here. There we go. Move it around a little bit. Okay. Increase the size of my screen. And I can show you around 1 second. Yes, we have a wild Coda. Jenny also dropped off a cup of tea and a rusk. I think the rusk is why Coda loves me so much. Do you want to go join Jenny? Please? Thank you. It is 35 degrees Celsius outside today. Hey, Smart Sky. Good to see you. All right, so we are switching scenes, and here we are on the Chess Dojo website. Those of you wanting to take a look for yourselves, it is the dojoscoreboard.com website. And what's really nice about it is the moment you are part of the training program, you have a very laid out, perfectly, specifically laid out study plan for you to tackle. And my favorite part of the website is that you can graduate your rating bracket and earn a badge. I love those kind of things because I know that there's something to achieve more than rating itself. So yeah, this is something I'll be focusing on the next couple of months. Of course, when we do the YouTube streams, I jump from site to site just to give you a feel of what is best for you. So we looked at Aim Chess, we looked at Chess Mood, we're also going to look at Chessable. We looked at Chessable a little bit before, and now Chess Dojo. So there are so many platforms with, I wouldn't say trained, but very well trained, yes, and experienced coaches to help you reach your chess goals. So I'm in the 1800 to 1900 cohort, and we're going to look at the tactics section today. How's everyone doing in chat? Good to see you. No Discord notification? There should have been. Otherwise, we'll just let everyone know that we are live. Otherwise, can you please post in the Discord? One of the mods can post and just tag everyone. Thank you. Is it a tennis biscuit rusk? It is a tennis biscuit rusk, yes. Are we supposed to memorize your stream schedule? Probably. I think so. All right. So we are going to look at the tactics guide, which I read, and then, of course, the improving your visualization guide. And I think there's a video, very nice video made by Kostya, and under tactics guide, I think, or was it how to make it to 1900? There was a video by Jesse Cry himself. Yeah, so he talks about some stuff. But we won't look at videos. You will just be focusing on the tactics that we're doing. And I suppose what I'm saying, not saying, what I'm saying is way better. But if you do want to be a part of these training programs, you'll have to get in yourself. All right, so we'll brush over it. And if it's very interesting, then we'll probably read everything. In short, getting better at tactics is all about learning new tactical themes, pattern recognition, which is what we spoke about, and practice tactics calculation training. Calculation training, I feel like, is a little tougher and a little bit more difficult than tactics. Tactics are very rewarding in a way that you will always get a checkmate or you'll always gain material. It's always very sneaky and outwits your opponent immediately. It's like one of those gambits you play at a really low level, expecting to win fast because you get to outsmart your opponent fast. But calculation is more about gaining an advantage, whether it be positional advantage, not always, but it's mostly focusing on the things that really can happen in your game more often than you may think. Because once you get the calculation concept correct, you can often identify these in your game and utilize it in almost every game that you play. Yeah. Well, no, Rookie, I'm not saying that. I think Jesse Cry is a way better chess player, way better coach, and much more experienced than I could ever say for myself. I only hope to be like him when I grow up. There are many websites and apps to find good tactical problems, and the suggestions, as you can see here, chess.com, Lichess. If you want to lose your will to live, you can check out the tactics on Chess Tempo. I've never seen Chess King apps, Apple and Android. Elementary Chess, I've never seen that. I suppose these are for the lower levels, 0 to 1200, 1400 to 1600, and so on. We will be looking at Chessable, which they haven't added to the list. I suppose it's a competitor. There are also lots of good puzzle books. Yes. What I will be talking about is the Axel Smith and Tekkanen Woodpecker method, 1800 to 2200. And we'll also, they do mention Chessable. We'll also be looking at a Chessable course called Tactics Madness, which is a free Chessable course. There are lots of free Chessable courses to take a look at. You don't have to spend money on them if you don't have money to spend. I see that Ellen Nielsen has also come out with her recent Chessable course on chess for beginners and chess essentials and stuff like that. I think is really, really important and beautifully created. I watched the intro video, do recommend. All right, tips for solving tactics. Number 1, don't guess. And that's something I'm guilty of. You should not guess the answer of a tactic. You should try your best to spend time and figure it out. You should be reasonably confident in your solution before inputting a move or checking the solution. It feels like you're missing something. You probably are. Oh, if it feels like you're missing something, you probably are. Stop and look for more alternatives for both sides. So it's like Emmanuel Lasker once said, when you find a good move, wait and look for a better one. Spend ample time on each problem. For easier problems, use between 30 seconds and 3 minutes before checking the solution. That requires restraint and patience, which a lot of us don't have, including myself. All right. Always review the solution. Try to learn from every problem. All the previous tips apply for regular puzzle books. Online tactic trainers, right? Don't rush, focus on accuracy. Don't input a move unless you are sure it's correct. Are we really ever 100% sure? Try to go full 5 minutes without making 3 mistakes. If you see 2 possible solutions, make sure to check both carefully. This most often is true for puzzles where there are multiple ways to win. But of course, when a solution is provided, it'll use the most accurate and fastest way to win. So that's why you have to double check those. I think it's quite frustrating. What's nice is when you spend a long time on a problem you cannot solve and find one good solution. After each run, make sure to review the problem you got wrong, okay? And then you have the FAQ and definitions at the bottom, which we won't be focusing too much on. All right, so let's take a look at improving your visualization guide. Hi, Foxhound, good to see you. Would we get a summary of pros and cons of each site? Not from me. Visualization refers to the ability to hold a chess position clearly in mind, almost as if one were looking at the position right in front of them. I love this. Another reason why top players will take a walk around, or top players will look up at the ceiling while they're playing, because they are visualizing the position, but they're also trying to recall things like theory or calculate in their mind. And this is very valuable because, of course, we can't see the position or moves we want to play unless we actually play them. And this is why imagining pieces on certain squares are so important. And why practicing chess on a real physical chessboard is even more important when you plan on playing over the board chess. Looking at it 2D on the screen almost always will not give you that full effect, and it will not be as effective. And another thing about Chess Dojo website I realized is that you can update your progress. So after each session of training, you can say you've done like an hour of training. And then if you ever want to review your progress of how many hours you've spent on the chess or on chess in general, you can always review that progress, and it can give you a pie chart of different things. That's really cool. Oh, here we go. Some players see a 2D board that's clearly visible in their mind's eye, while others don't really see anything, but rather remember the positioning of all the pieces. Yeah, for me, it's been 2D all the way most of the time. Over the board, calculation can feel very different to calculating online. Many players need time to adjust when they are used to one and switch to other. Yeah. For instance, it's very common for online players to struggle the first few times they play OTB. If you are preparing for an upcoming tournament, make sure to practice playing and visualizing with a physical board well ahead of time, which is basically what I just said. Do you need to work on your visualization in general? Visualization is a skill that naturally improves as one plays a lot and analyzes games, solves puzzles, etc. However, visualization can become a weakness for some players, especially if they are lazy in their calculation. Me, overly used to online puzzles. Yeah, how to improve your visualization. This is key. Hey, Rowan, good to see you. All right. In short, improving visualization is about pushing oneself to see further and clearer. So often, non-chess players will ask me, how far in advance can you see? How far in advance can you calculate? And they're like, can you calculate 10 moves ahead? And the answer is usually, it depends on the position. If I need to, I can. And if I can't, I will have to rely on my intuition when going ahead with a plan that's unclear. The most important thing to remember is that visualization skill will improve with consistent practice. An atrophy is left unused, if left unused. Okay, yeah, this is important. You will obviously, if you do 100 hours of calculation training and 100 hours of not doing any of it, you're going to lose that ability very fast. Improving your ability to visualize essentially means being able to hold a position clearly and then visualizing possible moves or variations without losing track of the pieces or the original position. All right, so this reminds me of an interview or like a nice little video that they did with a lot of top players where Nemo was sitting across from them, showed them or flashed them a little bit of a position to take a look at a tactic. And in an instant, they're meant to see where the pieces are, visualize it, and try to solve it in their mind, which is super tough for muggles such as myself. But of course, that is something you'd aspire to be able to do. And I take my hat off to anyone who can play simultaneous chess blindfolded. Blindfolded. A blindfolded chess match is not so bad because you get to focus on your own game and one game only, but to confuse yourself with multiple, you have the blindfold king himself who does it. The stronger a player's visualization, the more moves they can see ahead and be able to switch between different variations without losing track of the position. So in order to improve your visualization skill, you must try to see further ahead than before. If your limit is visualizing 2 moves ahead, at some point you will need to push yourself to visualize 3 moves ahead. It is similar to lifting weights at the gym. In order to progress, you must try to lift more weight. The best time to practice visualization are during games, when solving puzzles, and when analyzing a position. This one is probably the most boring for most, including myself. Of course, there can be practical barriers when in the way. During classical games, for instance, one can't just spend all the time trying to calculate as deeply as possible. You need to manage your time accordingly and then be willing to calculate deep when you sense a critical moment. So visualization drills. Okay. Visualize an empty board. Calculate as far as you can from the starting position. That's a nice one. I never thought of that. Essentially playing blindfold chess against yourself. Calculate as far as you can in a given position. This reminds me of Queen's Gambit, the series. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's good. Knowing when you have lost sight of the position is an incredibly useful skill on its own. If you make a mistake in your visualization mid-game, it could cost you the full point. So being able to identify when you are hallucinating can be extremely valuable. All right, let me just make this smaller so you can see. No! All right. A great way to check if your visualization is correct is to do an abridged version drill number 3. Yeah, these are the videos that I was talking about, sort of being able to check out. Excuse me. Ask yourself to quickly spot all of the legal captures in a position. If you're not properly visualizing the position, you will likely feel some uncertainty as to where the pieces are, and this should act as a trigger to calculate, to recalculate, and to see the position more clearly. Identifying possible captures are also a great way to reduce blundering. Alrighty. There we go. So yeah, I feel like the more you can visualize, the further you can see. If you can see further than your opponent, you're most likely going to win that game. Pelgar, Mate in Twos, done and explained by Jesse Cry. All right, so what they were saying here as I was reading the topics is we'll be doing Puzzle Rush, trying to reach Puzzle Rush 5-minute 32, Puzzle Survival 40, Puzzle Survival, or maybe the most, Puzzle Survival 46, and then they were suggesting books like The Woodpecker Method, which I definitely recommend. So then I went ahead and I found The Woodpecker Method here. I think it was, okay, The Woodpecker Method. There we go, by Quality Chess. And they sell it on Chessable for $39. They don't have any free version of it, unfortunately, but I love the preface. So it says tactics decide 95% of chess games, even at a GM level. That's why growing your tactical accuracy will improve your results immediately. It's also one of the funnest parts of the game to focus on. Endgames can be tedious. I know that openings can be just as tedious. It's a lot of understanding of concepts, being able to replicate, identify the position. Of course, with openings, it's a lot of memorization. I know that memorization is only half the job. You have to understand different pawn structures and also understand the ideas in the opening, because there's a good chance your opponent will never play what you expect them to. There are many ways to do so. You could keep grinding it out with online tactic trainers to no avail. This is what we spoke about. You could do a lot of tactics all the time and still not get anywhere. Or you could systematically ingrain tactical patterns into your brain with the woodpecker method, a training regime that shows very convincing results. There was a story. I'm not sure if the story is included. It's not. But a nice story that Axel Smith tells about how he came to the idea of the woodpecker method, how he went on hikes and solved puzzles and all these other things. So it is very useful. Analyzing games are boring. Most of the time, yes. Hey, Naresh. Some blindfold games next variety stream. For sure. All right. Moving on. So this is the woodpecker method. We're not going to do it on stream. But if you were to look for tactic courses on Chessable that are free, one that I came across was Tactics Madness. All right. And there are a lot of people who did this course. As you can see, I haven't started and I'm 1,920. So a lot of people have completed it. And I'm very happy to tackle the first day with you guys. And then we'll move on to chess.com puzzles, trying to get, a puzzle rush record. What did they say here? Puzzle rush 5 minutes 32. Puzzle survival 46. We'll try this benchmark over here. Think like a Super GM supplementary parts. I've never seen this before. I just want to see what it looks like. Okay, I'm not going to do that. It's by Michael Adams, and also by Michael Adams. So it's part 1 and part 2. Okay. All right, so let's start on Tactics Madness. I'm also working on something behind the scenes this time, for real, a little bit easier than my previous task. And now that I have time and energy, I really want to, do something good and also make it free for anyone to access at any time. Tactics Madness, time to buckle up. Yeah. You're starting with Chess Dojo? Hey, how are you doing, Meripant? Yeah, starting with Chess Dojo, but I wanted to see which platform is best. So that's a good question, because at the beginning of the stream, I was talking about the different platforms that we have available to us, including Aim Chess, Chessmood, Chess Dojo, Chessable, all of these. So we are trying to combine the best of it, but also see which one works best. And we also spoke about how Chess Dojo offers this graduation, which stood out the most to me, because I love something that I can achieve that's more than just the rating itself. Yeah. All right, so let's start first day. I wanted to... Let's actually go back, because the moment I clicked on it earlier, tactics, I went to tactics and then I clicked on it and we jumped straight in. Okay. Own, browse, learn. Okay, we're starting. So it says here, find black's best move in the position. And it gives us a limited amount of time to solve it. And so we'll try to solve it rather quickly. I think the best move is rook g5. And the reason I think so is because if the bishop were to capture, we could go queen to g4, the king will go to h2 and we'll go rook h8. So I think rook g5 is correct. Queen g4 and rook h8 and capture and probably capture. Oh, there's another one. There's another move apparently. Is there another move? Incorrect. G5. Okay, so G5 is unstoppable checkmate. So I missed that. And it'll always take me back to improve on my mistake. Wow, you saw that quickly. Yeah. All right, so we'll continue. Maybe you guys can find it with me. Okay, we'll just complete this one. 10 points to Gryffindor. Accuracy 75%. And we'll want to improve on that. All right, so next lesson. You guys can help me. You saw the wrong answer quickly. It's like me, I'm able to solve any math equation very, very, very quickly. I didn't say I'd be able to do it correctly. I just knew, I'm able to do it fast. And that's what matters. Okay, so black to move here. And I can't find the solution. So perhaps our live chat can help us in these trying times. Okay, I can see something now. I can see something. Our first move will be queen takes knight. Okay, and then we'll go check with the rook and bishop c1, check, and bishop a3, and then capture the rook. And there we have it. Very beautiful checkmate with an accuracy of 88.8%. Not even 100%. Wow, okay. Very nice. Yes, it was very beautiful. Okay, white to move here. Let's try to find it. We'll just make my camera a little bit bigger. Perhaps move it and do this. All right, so help me find it. Help me find the correct move here. We're running out of time. I want to be able to capture the pawn with the bishop. But I'm not entirely sure how to do that. Okay, so I think the move will be knight d6. We'll capture back. And then we'll play bishop captures and rook. Rook e8. Is rook e8 correct? Rook e8 feels correct. And bishop to f7. That's an alternative. What else is there? Bishop to h7. Oh, that is correct. And rook to g8. Capture the queen. Correct, 93.7%. Bishop f5. I just kept thinking that it was better to move towards it because queen g5 would be played and there would be nothing after that, unfortunately. Even we couldn't play a move like queen d4 just because there were so many moves that black could make. f6, bishop e5. Yeah, this was way better. It's Jeremy again. Hello. And Nightwolf in chat. Good to see you. These puzzles are very tricky. Well, they did say it's tactics. Tactics madness. Tactic madness. Okay. Next one. So the cheat sheet to tactics for me, and yes, we were talking about not going the fast way around, but number one, look for checks. If there are no checks that work, look for captures. If there are no captures that work, look for attacking moves or threats. So I'm looking for checks. I'm just going to play this one. And then we can go... Okay, we have a pawn on d6. So this will be perfect. And then bishop g6. Easy peasy. Excuse me. Do you like time pressure and light mode? I like time pressure. We can do it in dark mode. Ooh, it's purple. I do like purple. Okay. We'll do dark mode. Sorry about that. All right, this puzzle I've done before, and I'm probably going to get it wrong again. I've got the Arcane theme song stuck in my head, which is not an important food group. Okay, so chat. I want to play queen to h5. Because if the pawn captures, we can go... No, that seems wrong. How about here? Some people like living on the edge. Yes. Okay, so queen h5 was the move. Okay, I saw queen h5. So let's do queen h5 first. And then... Oh, this is the move. Okay. Bishop d1 I didn't see. So we saw queen h5, but we didn't see... sorry, bishop d1. Of course, that is the move first. I was just testing. Check and bishop here. And take. Oh. Okay, I would not have seen that. Definitely not. I don't see how that's the right move. How is this the correct move? I don't understand. Maybe here? I see. And then take. Oh, this is nice. And then here. How beautiful. You use all 4 minor pieces to checkmate. Okay, that is quite interesting. Just testing us, sure. Yeah, this one was a little bit deep. Take away the escape square that was just created. That's like the one move I got right. And now this is what happens when you play the Bongcloud. I'm thinking we offer a draw. Although, if we capture immediately, I feel like this is the first move. And now we can play something like d3. Or maybe not. We take here first. Okay, knight f2. So knight f2 first. Knight f2 is not the correct move. Oh, rook e8 is the correct move. And then we take it. And then we go check. And then we go here. And then we go here. Beautiful. 82.3% accuracy. So good at chess. Okay, let's see. I would ideally like to play knight to d5. That doesn't seem likely for me. We could take... Oh, knight d5 immediately. Some things never make sense. Wait, that does make sense. Okay, knight d5 and take and take here. And then I don't know. What do you do? This is tough. Tuffaroni and cheese. I don't know what to do. This. Bishop b6. What are these moves? Ah, I would not have found bishop b6. What is this? Probably all the way back. Incorrect. Oh, I see. So bishop e5. But rook c1 first. No. This is too difficult for me. Way too difficult. Pause timer. Oh, that's what pause timer does. Knight f6. King f8. Check. King e7. Knight takes d5. If rook takes, we can pick up this rook. If pawn takes, we have check. Okay, knight f6 is wrong. Knight g4 is better. Knight g5 is better. Knight g5. Rook h8. Okay, knight takes. Knight takes e6 is better. And queen takes e6. That doesn't seem right. Perhaps it is. Oh, rook h7. I'm learning too much. Too much, chat. Okay, are we ready for the next one? White to move. I'm thinking takes. Yeah, this is it. Takes. Queen h5. Why? Oh. How do we turn off the timer then? Because I would rather... Oh, there we go. I'm not entirely sure how to turn off the timer. Book overview. Where's that? So probably not here. Probably here. Pause. And time. Back one screen. So here. Oh, I see. infinity. There we go. Perfect. In the middle somewhere. And now we can refresh. And there we go. Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate the help. What do I think of Deborah Quickpen? She's amazing. She's really, really sweet little girl. I met her and I played against her at the Botswana Invitational. And she's very respectful, reserved. Yeah, why? Why do you ask? Alrighty, now we have time. Time to think and still get things wrong. So I'm thinking rook takes f7, king takes, and rook f1. But then I often feel like rook f1 would not be the best second move. We get the first one right, and now we wait, because we play too fast. But rook f1 seems like the best way to get another piece involved. Plus, well, I suppose, okay, if the king goes back, then we have queen takes e6. And now queen takes e6. And bishop g7. And then if the king takes, we go check. I mean, we get the queen closer, but I don't see a solution. Ooh, we could play bishop takes g6. Or check. King takes. Rook f7. King h8. Okay. And then bishop takes. That seems good. Bishop g7, rook f7. And then, oh. But here anyway, right? No, that doesn't seem right. Maybe we take this. No, that also doesn't seem right. Maybe. Ah, rook takes h7. I was gonna play that. Rook takes h7, queen takes, and then something like this. Oh, something else? Oh, this is just checkmate. Sorry. I expected the king to go to f8. Going to African Championship, I noticed, and just wondered if you'd looked at her recent games. Well, yes, when I played against her, of course I prepared. I was preparing against her, looking at her games and stuff like that. Why? Okay, next one. Let's go. We're doing a little bit better because we're not under time pressure. First check I can see is this. I feel like we have to continue checking just because the king, our king is in danger. Okay, check, king e7, rook b7. If the king takes the knight, we go checkmate. If the king goes elsewhere, like here and here, rook b8. This seems good. Rook b8. And now knight e8. Here and here and here. We got it right. Oh, amazing. Okay, I'm glad. Take the queen and we won't have any attack anymore. We can't exactly play anywhere else. So Bum, bum, bum. This is the move. Queen g7. Captures back. And that's it. Do you see the name? Radia Jutsu Kuan. Is that a name? I don't even know. Incredible. Still alive, chat? Okay, next up. Clap. Clap, clap, clap. Buddy clap, clap. If I go rook a1, king f1. Then maybe king e7. And we can actually steal some squares right now maybe. So king e7, rook back here. Rook will have to go here. Then we go rook a1, king f1, check. And if the king goes to e1, we go here. Easy. So king e7 is wrong. Rook a1 first, and then king e7. Well, I had the same idea. That's rude. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm sorry. I had the right idea though. Okay, next up. So we probably won't do the entire book, but we will do the entire day. So the first day chapter, which we're almost done with. We're 67% of the way. And we're gonna capture the knight so that we can play here, which is incorrect for some reason. Okay, check first and then go here. The point, it picks up a full rook. I don't see why the check, not strictly necessary, there we go. But it adds insult to injury. I do like that. Why YouTube stream? Educational content here. Also growing the audience and gaining watch hours, hopefully. And then focusing on the more fun chess grind and variety content and IRL content on Twitch. Alrighty. So, white to play here. Wit te speel. I'm thinking we go directly. This looks like a Paul Morphy game. Maybe even knight takes first. Pawn takes, bishop takes. I do like that. Knight takes is wrong. Bishop takes first. I thought so. Bishop takes, knight takes, and maybe captures and rook d1. Ooh, I want to take it because now we can go knight c7 looks so delicious. Yep, it's the move because we go queen a4 and queen a8. Checketh mateth. Love it. That was good. Very, very good. Oh, that was satisfying. I really enjoyed that. Okay. This has to be one of the moves. To play rook takes. Oh. We could play knight takes f3 first. And if the king were to move, Actually, I don't think that's correct. Okay, rook takes g2, king takes g2. Bishop takes f3, rook takes f3. I don't know about that one. How about just bishop takes f3 first? Could be good. Yeah, bishop takes f3 is the first move. Oh, no! Okay, I didn't even look at queen h3. What would the move be? It has to be check, because queen takes b5. So knight takes h2. Rook takes g2. I would not have found in a million years. Rook takes g2. Just because of this, I would not have found it. King e8. Insane. Too insane for me. Check. Check. Okay. That's also mate in 1. Well, the one I chose wasn't mate in 1, but mate in 1. Rook g2. Yeah, I didn't see it. Hey, JR, how are you? It's good to see you. Always, always good to see familiar faces, friendly faces. All right, this is the second last one. Then we'll move to Puzzle Rush. I'm gonna need help with this one. Please. Employees must wash hands. I want to play bishop to g5 because we'll be covering the square and we can take. So let's play it. It's wrong. Knight b5 is better. Okay, I would have gone knight takes c6. So knight b5. And should we take with a knight? Knight takes. But we're taking with check. Easy. Well, not only are you a full queen up, but king d8 and queen takes d7. Bishop f4. I wanted to play bishop f4, but there was nothing after that. Tired, how are you? I'm good. Why are you tired? What happened? Okay. So if we play rook takes g7 and the bishop captures on g7, we can't exactly take on f6. So we have to be more creative than that. We can play rook takes f6, and if the king were to move, we can play something else that's beautiful. Maybe even take the bishop. And if the king takes, we can go check and like eventually checkmate somewhere, sometime. Okay, rook takes f6 has to be the move. Then I want to play something. Oh, no, that doesn't seem good. Well, this is a double check. So the king has to capture. Then we can go rook f1, but then king g8. And we've lost our attack. So what else is there? We should take the bishop, in my honest opinion. Take the bishop and go rook f1. But then we end up with the same situation. Thank you for the YouTube subscription. I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. All right, so if we go rook f1, the knight might even go back. So we're going to stick to this plan. Okay, so queen h8 was the move. and the black king won't survive the attack of the queen and the rook and their first closest ranks. Okay, that makes sense because king e7, and then after rook takes g7, knight f7, you actually take it and there's checkmate here. Okay, makes sense. Well, that's done. We have completed Tactics Madness first day. It says 17 out of 18 variations learned. Why does it say that? The variation is currently paused and won't show up in the study sessions. Oh, okay, we need to solve this one then. That's why it said 17 out of 18. Oh. That's because we didn't solve it properly. And bishop b3. That wasn't supposed to happen. Yay! Hard work pays off. Congratulations. You finished learning the chapter. Continue. Okay, so we did 100% of the first day. And we'll continue. I'll try my best for spaced repetition in 3 hours and 29 minutes. Unless you learn something else. It sounds a little demanding. I will come back though. So really happy to have completed that one. And so next up, we'll take a look at the Chess Dojo list once again, see what we need to complete. I think it was a 5-minute puzzle rush, trying to reach 32 or something of the likes. Then we'll move on to Puzzle Rush Survival, which we know and love, and we'll end off there. But let's continue. We need to do our Puzzle Rush, which is an important food group, as we all know. Let me just change the window size. There we go. That looks a little bit better. I'll make my camera smaller. Put it in the corner. Just got off work, 2 more night shifts coming up. Oh no, are you gonna survive? Oh yes, I did pause it. Okay, thank you. I was wondering why it was like that. Okay, so we're gonna do our puzzle rush 5 minutes and then we'll chat near the end. So the first 20 are usually rather easy. She says usually getting all of them wrong. But we'll go fast, as fast as we can go, and then we'll slow down. Okay. That was my stomach, I'm sorry. Probably good to defend. Oh, I got one wrong. Okay. That's a good sign to slow down. So let's go here and here and check. Okay, good. I'll survive. I hope you will. We need you. We need you, JR. We need you. There we go. Take. As a wise Hikaru once said, take. I think we can actually take the pawn. Give up the queen. All seems very scary. So we need to protect this pawn from being captured. And I feel like the only way to do that is to play king g3, but then the queen goes back. So how do you stop that? If you go here and then here, maybe that's it? Yeah, that's it. Take. Checkmate. So what are we on now? 29. And we need 32. What is it? Survival. No, we're on Puzzle Rush 5 minutes. 32. So for our rating, 32 is good. And if we can do more, then we do more. Whelp. Whelpity whelp. Whelp McWhelpinson. What if we should just push the pawn? That doesn't seem right. Let's go here and take, go back. En passant. That is check. And if I move away, we go here. And we're knight up. And here we have to promote. I don't have a lot of time left, so let's try to speed it up. Oh, that's wrong. Sorry. Okay, weekly best, because I don't play. 34. I will live with it. That is fine with me. What was the last puzzle we did? 1999. 999999. Okay, now Puzzle Rush Survival. What's a good score for my rating? What's your rating at the moment? So this is survival, which means we can take as long as you want. And with the survival, we need to reach 46, 1600. I don't think you're 1600 though. That's a lie. Oh, her chess style. Well, she's attacking. Given the opportunity, she attacks, defends really well. I guess I don't know her well enough to know everything about her chess style. I also don't think I'm good enough to give that sort of feedback, but for her age, of course, very strong. I mean, she's 11 years old and she's in 1900 at 11. I think that's insane. And you don't get there by not being a good chess player. Maybe we're supposed to perpetual check. Check. The only time mate in 1 doesn't work is when you're in check first. That's the worst kind. You're like, checkmate. You're in check, bro. Take. Just going really slowly because I don't want to lose. And it's like I wasn't pressured. I wasn't under time pressure, so far so good. Check first, and then here, and then here, and then here. Those are hardy daws. They are common here. Not entirely sure what to play. Oh, it's just checkmate. Why was I making that more complicated than it was? Check, check. That was just checkmate in 1. But I didn't believe it with my own eyes. This seems tough. Oh. Hang on a second. Never mind. I take that back. I'm not sure what to play. Check. Checkmate. Oh. I thought that was correct. But it was not. Hmm. $31 was the score, which means I need to improve my Puzzle Rush survival. 1600 OTB. Well, I mean, your Puzzle Rush is already much higher than mine, so I think you're doing pretty good. You're doing pretty well. But yeah, that will probably conclude our chess session on why tactics are so important. We spoke about pattern recognition, visualization, why it's important to obviously have a stronger visualization skills than your opponent, because of course the further you can see, the more likely you are to outplay your opponent. It'll help with the attack, with defense. I feel like, I mean, even if you go on chess.com, they will have different themes for you to tackle. Endgames. Endgame tactics are a thing as well. So there you go. We took a look at the Chess Dojo scoreboard, and read some of the articles on visualization. There are also a bunch of videos, but I don't want to play a YouTube video on a YouTube stream because that'll just be YouTubeception, and we're not about that life. And then we've learned our Tactics Maniac Chessable course. There are lots of free Chessable courses out there. Not everything is pay to learn. And then obviously I also spoke about, not obviously, rather, some information. I'm working on a tactics course as well. Well, hopefully it will be able to be done soon. And something more, it's got a local touch, and I'm excited to tackle that. Sorry, give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm just worried that my stomach will be making noises again. Which means it's late lunchtime. That's all it is. That's all it means. I hope you guys have a fantastic day further. And yeah, the weekend is coming up. I'll be doing some filming with the Hardy Dars, not with the Hardy Dars, this weekend. And I'll be back on Monday. So stay safe and I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone. Bye. Chessable course. Not really a chessable course, more like something tactics related. It'll be free and very quick to make as well, so nothing too fancy. Yeah. So, but I'll tell you about it, Maripant. Yeah, if you want. Oh, you want to look at the ones I got wrong in survival? Okay, quickly we can, of course. So this is the one I got wrong. But I think I know why I got it wrong. Play problem. So we try to play this. But what I was actually thinking the answer would be is something along the lines of this. Oh, even that's wrong. So maybe this and then pushing the king this way. Okay, mate in 2. So that was the answer to that one. This one was taking. And then I got this move wrong. I played this to try and protect the rook. But I think you're just supposed to take the knight and take again. Okay, and then the last one was this puzzle. You take, and then I'm not entirely sure. I played g4. I think the answer is rook e1 to pile the pressure. It's wrong. Oh, just take on d5 and then take here. Okay, that's easy enough. Yeah, I'll just come back. Okay, perfect. Yeah, well, I hope that's what you wanted as well. Yeah, mate in 2. Swallowtail, that's interesting. Okay, bye guys. I will talk to you soon. Updates in Discord. Join the Discord. Okay, bye, bye, bye.